Welcome to Rock Solid Rig. In this video, we are going to be talking about the Creek Road to Spainhour Falls trail. This is located in the Ozark National Forest, which you can find in Arkansas. If you haven't seen our other videos, make sure you check those out. It'll give you an idea of what we got ourselves into while we were in this area. As you saw at the beginning, make sure you also check out the link below. It'll tell you about the trail closures that happen from year to year, so that will give you an idea of what you can and can't do within this area. As always, we appreciate your support, so if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button. Do us a favor and give us a thumbs up on this video, helps us out a lot, and we love to hear from you, so throw us a comment down below and let us know what your thoughts are. There are a total of 10 creek crossings on Creek Road, hence the name. This is the first creek crossing that you'll come to, and one of the things that you'll notice very quickly is if you go to Trails Off-Road's website to read about this location, then you'll notice in the pictures that they have posted there that it was quite dry when they took those pictures. And as you can see, it is not the same here while we're doing this trail. Now, it has rained some during this trip. If you've seen our other videos, you'll notice that it was rainy. And what we're actually going to do is show you the difference between what it looks like now and what it looks like later on after it has downpoured. We unfortunately got caught in probably one of the most intense rainstorms that we've been caught in, and the locals said that it was one of the craziest storms that they've had in this area for quite some time. Now, this is the second creek crossing that we're coming upon, and what you'll notice is that there is a lot of mud. So as you watch this video, you'll see that there are a lot of points in which we are taking it slow. There are a lot of mud holes, and the last thing you want to do out here is, number one, travel this alone if you are looking at trying to make it all the way down. And number two is you don't want to get stuck in these spots. So you want to make sure you're giving yourself some room between the vehicle in front of you and the vehicle behind you. That way, if you do get stuck, then you have the opportunity to be able to pull yourselves out. So there are a few indicators that you're on the right trail, and one of those is the power lines that you just saw right there. Now, with Spainhour Falls, you can literally type that into Google and put it in your map, and it'll GPS you directly to it, so you don't have to download any sort of GPX files or have Gaia open for this. Now, this is the third creek crossing, and it's not very big. Some of these are more of just a little trickle as compared to what you see here on the fourth creek crossing, which is a lot bigger. And you know that you've reached the fourth creek crossing because of the large cutout that's over there on the right hand side, and then also if it's rained a little bit, then you'll see a waterfall that's trickling off as well. We're coming up to the fifth creek crossing here. Now, you'll notice that the water is starting to get just a little bit deeper, and that there are these points in which you are in a clearing and then you see the creek off to the right hand side. And as beautiful as all of this is, you definitely want to make sure you're paying attention to the road. It does start to narrow. There are some spots where the logs are starting to stick out and it can cause some damage. In fact, several of the vehicles that were with us ended up taking some damage because of these trees, some bent in fenders, some body damage. So just make sure you're taking caution whenever you're doing this, because you just never know what's going to be around the corner. We're coming up to the sixth creek crossing here, and it's a really awesome place out here to stop and take some pictures. We were trying to get to Spainhour Falls just to see if we can get there, but also to make sure that we could camp there. So at this point, we're not really trying to stop and take pictures of anything or take in much of the scenery. We're just really trying hard to get to the end of Spainhour Falls. Now here with this seventh creek crossing, you can see off to the right there are some downed trees. Those are those trees I was telling you about that you want to try to take caution. There are some of those that are hidden on the trail, so not near bodies of water as clear as that one was. And you just don't want to get hit by that at all. And another indicator that you have reached the seventh creek crossing is this open field here right afterwards, and it's just really pretty. We thoroughly enjoyed just everything that was out here when we had the chance to be in this area. Creek crossing number 8 is just a little one. Nothing too crazy about this one, but all these overgrown trees kind of make it a little bit hard for you to really know whether or not you've reached it. You definitely know when you've reached number 9. The 9th creek crossing is pretty cool looking if it's just rained. So you can see here that we've got the creek water just kind of running. It goes off to the side. It's really pretty and just really, really gorgeous. You want to stay to the right hand side. You can see there's a little bit of a trail over there on the left hand side you possibly could take if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend trying to get off this trail too much. Now on this spot, once you're trying to get up to number 10, there is this narrow section of the road. This is the area that you will find if you're reading on Trails Off-Road that is a little bit hollowed out. So just be careful, don't take it too quickly, just take your time and just make sure you're watching on that passenger side. Even though it may look like it's stable, there could be possibly some eroding as they mentioned on their website. But once you reach the bottom, then you'll have reached number 10, and then you're in the home stretch to get to Spainhour Falls. Now here's another one of those logs I was mentioning. You just never know when you're going to have something come out and just kind of bite your vehicle. Unfortunately for us, that log right there is what really did it in for us and caused some damage on multiple vehicles.
Oh, that's a mammoth.
Some of these spots you'll get into and there's just no way that you're going to get around it. That tree right there, had it been any closer to the trail, I don't know that we would have been able to get through it. I mean, we had some tools with us to be able to try and get through some stuff, but when it starts getting pretty thick, then we're not able to cut through it. Now off to the right hand side, that would be the bypass, but on there you can see the tree actually has covered the bypass, and so we're having to go down on this side and go around that tree to continue on to Spainhour Falls. As you can see, Spainhour Falls looks completely different after a night of raining. Now this made for some great stories and some great adventures. Having to move our tent in the middle of the night due to all of the rain and the flooding was something that we will definitely remember for some time to come. Here we show you a comparison of what the creeks are starting to look like. This is creek crossing number 10. On the right hand side is us leaving Spainhour Falls, and you can see that it's much different than it was whenever we were going towards Spainhour Falls. This is creek crossing number 9, and you can see that the rocks are vastly different as well, much deeper underwater than they were on our way towards Spainhour Falls.
So, how much rain do you think we actually got yesterday and last night?
Well, it's not that, we didn't get that much rain. It's just all the runoff.
Oh, no, I understand. But, I mean, it was raining pretty hard quite a bit. So, I mean, I'm thinking we got at least an inch of rain.
Yeah, thinking like it was right after actually.
As our group continued to go along the creeks, here we're on number 4 on Creek Road, you can see just how much of a difference it has been. Up to this point, we've seen a couple different spots that were a little deep, but this one for sure really took the cake on making us a little bit nervous on crossing it. And you can see that waterfall there. It was just a little trickle before, I didn't have footage of it, but you can see it's definitely coming down now that it's rained. We hope that you guys have enjoyed this video in our series here in the Ozark National Forest. As always, we appreciate all of your support. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And until next time, folks, just keep on jeeping.